Well, it's a bonus Betfred show this week, and we are in Liverpool at the Grand Central Hall because this is the public workout ahead of Smith Fowler, which is the main event here, of course, at the M&S Arena in Liverpool, formerly known as the Echo. I think everyone still thinks of it as the Echo here. A bit like the Manchester Evening News Arena in Manchester, but very similar kind of thing.
Of course.
Anthony $1 Million Crolla, of course, and we've both managed to park up eventually in Liverpool.
Mate,
that was easy, wasn't it?
Really easy. I've never known a place that only takes coins still, but I'm all for it. So yeah, I've got my first ever cash back tonight.
And you just got rid of them dodgy coins you kept in the car as well, haven't you?
I'm fuming, I know, yeah.
Well, here tonight, obviously, we're going to see all the fighters go through the paces.
Yes.
It's for cameras, as we know. It's to try and just add a little bit of interest to the main event. But when we look through this, I mean, we're going to focus more on the undercard tonight because, of course, we are in Liverpool tomorrow for the press conference for the main Betfred show when we're going to concentrate on the main event. But when you look at the undercard, I know that you've got this lady behind us.
We have.
Who's going to be on the undercard. She's not here tonight, but she's fighting on Saturday night.
Yes, she can't wait for it. Yeah. You know, Rihanna and Anson, I can't wait for it. It's her first fight under the Matchroom banner. She fought us a few weeks ago, so she's 3-0 now. So we're just waiting on Saturday night now, excited to get this part of the journey started.
And also Natasha, of course, Natasha Jonas, who's from Liverpool, as we all know. You've got a hand in training her as well with Joe Gallagher in Bolton. And again, it's nice for her to get out in front of her own fans again, just as it is for a lot of the Scousers on the bill.
Of course it is. It's obviously Joel's in Birmingham with CJ, with Callum Johnson, so I'm taking Natasha on Saturday night, but I say it all the time, you hear me say she's improving, she's getting better with age. And like I say now, I think an 8-rounder gets her out and she's going to be looking to challenge for one of the world titles. In her own words, anyone between super feather and light welterweight. I'd even think about welterweight to get that world title. She's looking at that.
Well, what we're going to do is tonight we're going to catch up with the fighters when they've done their little routine. We're going to nab them, have a quick word. As I say, focus on the undercard fights tonight because there's some great matchups, isn't it? Great fights.
Some brilliant fights. Even this one, there's a lad in the ring now, Solomon Dakaris, and he's fighting Sanosuke. Sanosuke, last time out, in a lot of people's opinion, was very unlucky against David Adelaide. So early on in his career, it's seen as a very dangerous fight. So the confidence his team, must have in Solomon says a lot about it. But he's here now, like I say, just touching around, looks nice and sharp. I think these public workouts, fighters aren't going to give too much away, but you can see how well they look at the weight, sort of movement, nimble, stuff like that. You can see here now he moves well, Solomon, for an heavyweight, but just fighters, just how they are, and sometimes don't give too much away, but some fighters they might do a bit of sharp pad. I think it's more for the media as well, those kind of guys. But no, it'd be good to get, to keep our eyes on a few of them.
Right, well, we're going to keep our eye on all the action. Kind of action, you know what it is. It's a bit of fun for the cameras, but we'll catch up with all the main players. Well, here we are, obviously, at the public workout. It's Smith Fowler at the weekend, but as we are in Liverpool, we've got to bring in some Liverpool dignitaries, and there's no one better than Ricky Tomlinson. I know you're a boxing fan, because I've seen you at the David Price fights back in the day.
I went to all Price's fights when he was fighting in Liverpool. Yeah. I loved it, and I wanted to box when I was at school, and I had a couple of little goes, and then they found out I had asthma, and it was stopped in them days. You couldn't do it. That's why I can't swim. They wouldn't allow you to swim if you had asthma. So, but I love it. And I was just saying to one of the lads before, anyone who walks through a crowd, climbs up them steps and gets in that ring, in my opinion, he's a champion anyway. He's a champion. You've got to have a bottle to do it. And not everyone's got that bottle, And when I hear people booing because someone might be up to scratch on the night, I think they're out of order. Let them get in the ring and have a little go,
Ricky, you're a proud Scouser, and on Saturday night we've got two really proud Scousers, Liam Smith, Anthony Fowler. I don't know if you've had a chance to follow too much of either one of the careers. How do you see it going? If you asked for a prediction, how do you see it going?
No, I wouldn't give a prediction. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it, but obviously I know the Smiths.
Yes.
Because we had a club around the corner called the Green Room, and the lads used to pop in. And do you know what? They were lovely.
Yes.
Sit in the corner. Yeah. If anyone came over for an autograph, they'd sort an autograph out. Paul used to come in mostly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were lovely. But my claim to knowing about boxing is I've just done a movie called The Gloves Are Off. Yeah. And I was nominated for the Best Supporting Actor against Simon Pegg and Sir Michael Gambon, and I won it.
And yet you can't walk down the street without someone saying my arse, can you?
Brilliant.
But then Michael Gambon is a god, and I've got the trophy in the house like that. But it's all about boxing, and we're sitting. We had a little premiere up in Manchester, and it was because it's about Irish boxers, like fairground fighters and stuff like that. And I'm sitting next to this little fella. He wasn't quite as old as me, but he must have been in his 50s. And I said to him, "Do you do a little bit of this?" He said, "I'm the world champion bare knuckle boxer." The world champion bare knuckle, and he was about that big. And I thought, shows you that they've got big hearts, though, haven't they?
It's the fight in the dog.
Mate, they are.
Fighting the dog. Well, Ricky, enjoy it, and
God bless you.
Get around on a couple of tickets. You'll be all right.
Make sure to look after him.
And good luck to you, lad. He's still got his looks, though, hasn't he? We'll have to get you back into the movie business, kid, won't we?
Love to, mate.
Yeah. But you know what? When we were making the movie, we went up to Ricky Tomlinson's gym.
Yes.
And it was great there. Tyson Fury.
Character.
Me interviewing Tyson Fury.
Is he going to do it at the weekend, by the way? Tyson, is he going to win again?
I don't know. I'm a jinx, I really am I hate it in my mind to say I hope so-and-so wins because it's a jinx on them. And my wife thinks I'm crackers because I'm a Liverpool fan. Yeah. And if Liverpool's on the telly and they're winning, I put the telly off. As if that's going to help the result. And then I switch it on about half an hour later, they're still winning switch. Superstitious lad, isn't it?
Really?
I'm super. But the one thing I do regret, I regret not being able to box because I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it, and I think some of them are amazing, aren't they? You know what I mean? Yeah. And you watch some of them like. I used to watch Barry McGuigan, and he was a good boxer, wasn't he? Barry McGuigan. Brilliant. He was great, and I love it, lad. I love it. But as I say, my nerves.
Well, listen, just enjoy it this weekend. I think it'll be a cracker.
I think if I had to get in the ring now, it'd be more than my arse. They'd have to clean up after me.
Ricky, I'll see you Saturday. Bye-bye.
Well, we're here for the workout, obviously. It's Smith Fowler, the main event at the M&S Arena. There's lots of legends in Liverpool. We got another one here. Maybe not in the boxing ring, but the world.
Yeah, used to. Was you Long Lane or Rotunda? I've got it wrong. Golden Gloves, wow. Delete that.
I know about your boxing background, I'm not saying, but you're a legend of MMA now.
I don't like to use such words, lads. I have a go, do you know what I mean? And I'm trying to put England on the map, and it's going to be a long time before someone can emulate what I'm doing or I've done. But I'm here, I'm down supporting all the Scousers. I was messaging Shannon before, I was like, I will be there to watch you do your open workout because I think the girls have got to support the girls. As much as I'm here for the lads, but like if we can keep elevating each other, then I don't know, we're doing something good, do you know what I mean?
Molly, you know what, do you like to say, back in those Golden Gloves days, do you know if the women's game would have took off, I know it's huge in the MMA, the UFC, but if the women's game would have took off the way it is now in professional boxing, do you reckon you would have been tempted, or was your first love?
Listen, it's not done. I've been on to Eddie already.
Exclusive, right?
Yeah. No,
You're not told anyone else that tonight, have you?
Not tonight. Well, Joe McNally knows because he'll be my coach. Joe is my boxing coach and Dech O'Rourke. Yeah. So, what was I going to say?
April Hunter's in there as well.
April Hunter, yeah, she's my mate. She got me ready for my last fight because the girl I was fighting had 10 inches on me. So a kid come and let me come and spar you, and she was like that, boom! No. But yeah, it's all flying, it's all smashing, but 3 weight categories got added to the Olympic Games and mine never. Yeah. So I had to be gone and go and try something else, so I went to MMA and it's worked out for me, but the day I know I'm done, then I'm coming back to boxing. The day if I don't win a world title or there becomes a point where I can't be best in the world, I'm not doing it because I'm only here to be the best. And I know even on a decline, I'll come and show them all how it's done in here. I swear to God.
Well, it's opportunities, isn't it? It's all about that. And is that what you're feeling when you're watching some of the fights?
Well,
not all, obviously.
I've been sparring, in MMA, every fight's 50-50. Yeah. Nothing's you don't get journeyman, you don't get to learn on the job, but that's why if you've got losses, you're always respected for it. And especially if you go out in style. Like I got put in a choke once, I thought, F this, I'm not tapping. So I just went out and I got more like pats on the back because of it, because you get lads and they still tap out, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be over. I can't. The ropes, man. The ropes. There's something different about going into a boxing gym for me. Like it's me love. It's me love.
Molly, have we got anything coming up? Are you in training? Or is there a chance for a bevy lad after it?
I've been on it for a bevy for the last month, and well, listen, I'll be out on Saturday. Right. I've got a 5k run for Everton in the community in the morning, and then I'm doing something with Jazza Dickens actually for the Maverick Stars Trust. Yes. So like Sunday is kind of a day for giving. I can't be having a bevy, but I'm not sure if you can you see that bump still? Yes. Like that just needs to die down. But I've done my first jiu-jitsu match today. Still smashed everyone. I still got it. Yeah.
Before we let you go, Smith Fowler.
Smith. Finish.
Inside the distance.
Inside the distance.
There you go, Molly McCann. Well, we're joined by Liam Beefy Smith. You've done your workout. It's one of the formalities written off now. You know, in fight week, you just want to get more ticked off, don't you? Just get in there. You've got the press and the weigh-in still to come. Yeah. So tell us your mindset now at this moment in time.
Fight week, obviously, my mindset is the way it should be on fight week. You know, obviously, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to keep my career on track and keep my pack going towards, you know, final push at a world title. And Saturday's no different. Saturday's, I'm here to do a job, whether it's Anthony Fowler or anyone else in the world.
A lot's made of the Scouts thing, quite obviously, you know, the pair of you. Yeah. You've said before that you feel that you've got the city behind you, more so than him. I mean, you've got a great reception tonight, we've seen that. Has that added more pressure to you? Because, again, no one wants to lose the derby. You don't want to show your face, but are you putting more heat on yourself in some ways?
No, because obviously, you know, the pressure on myself is whether it was Anthony Fowler or anyone else. Could have been Ted Cheeseman. I still got massive pressure on myself. If I lose to one of these fighters, I've got no aspirations of where I want to be.
You know, we're Scouts though, it's different, isn't it?
Of course, so the Scouts has just made that pride come into it a little bit more. No. I meant from myself, I can't lose to nobody next. I'm coming off the back of a loss, so I can't lose to nobody next. The situation with Fowler, with him being a Liverpool lad has also given me that little bit of needle, that little bit of bit between my teeth. You know what? It's fine margins in some camps. You know, some camps, as soon as I get that thought in my head, it's the whole reason of the no handshake. We're not mates when I'm in the gym hating him when I've got to dig in for the last 10 of a rounds and whatnot. So, you know, I didn't want to kid no one that we're mates. We're not mates, and you know, you'll see Saturday we're not.
Is he still your mate?
He is, yeah, but see where United finish in the league first.
That leads on to our bet, doesn't it, what we're talking about?
24th, isn't it? United
Yeah, it's coming up. 1 point between us at the minute. Yeah, we need to start. We'll set the forfeit then, yeah.
Are you more confident than you were with the first presser than with him?
Yes, badly, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I'm more confident from the first presser with Fowler also as well.
Did you have a look at, going back to the boxing, did you have a look at Fowler then when he was going through the motions?
Not really, no, I was in the corner, I was just talking, you know, it was just the same pattern as what he always does with Shane McGuigan. Obviously, looking at him as a fan or looking at him as an opponent, it's no secret how Shane's trying to get him to box. You know, he's trying to change him from that robotic style where he was getting caught too easy to the fluent ba-bang, bang, ba-bang, bang, you know, like a Coley and whatnot. So it's no secret how Shane's trying to get him to change, and you know, he's not going to try and get him to revert back to what he used to do with me.
Beef, this is your first Liverpool derby since, say, an ABA's or a juniors. Atmosphere's going to be something else at night. You was there the night, Quigley and Paul boxed, and Dodson and Paul boxed. You see this is every bit as big as them and more. Every
bit as big as them, obviously, you know, the sold out crowd, it's bigger than Paul Quigley, it's bigger than Paul Dodson. And, you know, Callum Fielding was a massive one and it sold well, but, you know, even theirs, I'll be brutally honest with you, theirs didn't sell like this sold. And again, I touch on it, that's why I feel Eddie done what he done with the tickets. As in, so he split the tickets, he didn't give us the share he wanted, you know, for the top of the bill in your home city, to only be allocated 500 tickets is a bit of a joke, but I think Eddie's done that so it can be split. You know, if Fowler gets 5, I get 5. Try and even it out a little bit, but we'll see Saturday. You know, obviously the Liverpool fans have got their own favourites, and you know, I'm sure it'll be exciting on Saturday.
And the final one with the football bet then. I need to catch up exactly where you're up to that bet.
Once we get this out the way Saturday, we'll sit down and we'll do a forfeit.
We'll set a forfeit. I thought he was going to back out tonight, but now we're going to return to form. It's yeah.
Did you not watch United Everton, mate?
we'll let you get on. Nice one, thanks, Lee.
Get it, man. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah?
Well, it is the end of the workout, but Shane McGuigan has kindly just hung around a little bit longer to have a word with us. Now, we've spoken to everybody that's involved with the fight, all the fights really, on Saturday night. It's a busy one, isn't it? I know your man Anthony, you're going to be super confident. Liam Smith's super confident. Give us an insight without the plan of how you kind of see it.
Well, I think Liam Smith's going to probably think it's a fight at two halves. A lot of people will think it's a fight at two halves. Fowler's a fast starter. He's got good amateur pedigree. He's going to be out of the blocks quick. He's a hard puncher. Smith will shell up. I think he'll try and be quite cagey early on. If he presses a fight early, he could walk onto one. So I think he'd be too clever and cute for that. But for us, it's about making sure that we do enough quality work early, and we'll hold the pace down the stretch. I know for sure that Fowler's going to show his youth and sort of speed and power, and be able to hold that throughout the thing. I wouldn't be putting him into this fight if I didn't believe he's going to win it, hands down, and I really believe that.
Shane, when we was at the zone launch, we was joking, how we seen the fight, how we were going to see the fight. We have got a bet on, mate. But with Joe, regarding that, the gym's absolutely flying.
Yeah.
Surely that can only help Anthony going into this kind of fight.
Yeah, I mean, we just had Lawrence Okoli defending his world title. Being around a guy that's going into 12-round spars 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Fowler's obviously training. He's only 2 weeks after that fight, so the two of them have been pushing each other on the whole time. But Daniel in the gym, we've got a busy gym. It's thriving. We've got a lot of championship fighters in the gym. There's not a lot of prospects. There's a lot of championship level guys all preparing for 12 rounds. We've got Crispin and Smith in there as well. So everyone's pushing each other on. Everyone knows that they don't question it. They don't overthink the preparation. If you're the top dog in a gym and you think, all right, what am I doing enough or am I doing too much? And all of these things, and that's the thing that
friendly competition.
Yeah, but that's also the thing about Fowler. He has faith in me as a coach, and not blowing my own trumpet, but I've worked with a lot of championship level fighters, a lot of world champions, and we design plans and we stick to them. So our plans can't be questioned. You know what I mean? And look, that's the thing about Liam Smith. He's been there, done it. He's been in plenty of camps. He's been in a good gym with Joe Gallagher as well for years. So he has that experience. But Fowler has the understanding that we know what we're doing.
Shane, last one from me. There's a lot of world champions that are going to continue to come out of McGuigan's gym. Saw the link up this week with Ellie Scott-Nett.
Yes.
How pleased are you with that?
Oh, very pleased. You know what I mean? We've been working together for a little bit now, so really excited to see her sort of develop in the gym and also fly through the rankings. I believe she'll be a world champion early next year. That's our plan. We have 2 fights at the end of this year, then we want to fight for a title early next year. So we've got to work out what weight she's going to be comfortable at. So this next one's going to be at 122, then we might try and do a 120 or even a 118 at the end of the year, and then we'll take it from there. I want to start at bantamweight, and then we'll see where we go.
Yeah. Shane, I know you've got a busy night Saturday night. You're only worried about your fighter, obviously, but can you enjoy maybe and switch off and watch Fury Wilder 3? And if so, how do you see it?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's going to be a great fight. I definitely, with the adrenaline of the win on Saturday, I'm sure I'll be staying up for it. But we'll have to enjoy that and try and find a good spot for it on TV. But I think the same outcome. I think Fury's going to probably get him late this time. I don't think he'll get him as early. But the quality and his ability will shine through. He's the top dog at the moment, and he's looked red hot in his last one. So let's be more the same. I think the inactivity is going to hinder Wilder a lot more, because Fury's one of those guys that can roll out of bed and still have a fight. You know what I mean? Wilder needs to train in camps and stuff like that. So I think the inactivity is going to really play a big factor in this one.
Thank you, Shane. The end of the public workout, but Anthony Fowler has hung around to have a word with us. We saw you in there, we saw the reception, you're in Liverpool, it's a derby. I mean, we know all about this now, but how do you feel so close to the fight?
I'm sorry, mate. It's just another fight to me, mate. Like, I'm just trying to keep progressing in my career, keep moving forward. Doesn't matter where I am, but nice to be in Liverpool. It's a nice change and get a few days extra with my family at home, so I've been happy. And
you were saying we've just been speaking to Shane, how highly I rate Shane as a trainer. You can see it's genuine confidence in you on Saturday night. What do you feel the move has done to Shane for you in your career?
Brilliant, mate. Me and Shane, we're on the same level, mate. He's a good guy. He works really hard. He knows your weaknesses and he works on you day in, day out, and he's really Because I had probably dedicated coach, like he's in the gym for hours every day, sweating his ass off, like he works so hard, the fella. That's why I respect him so much, because he's got the hunger, he trains so hard, and I think it's improved me a lot, all the work he's done with me.
There's a lot of top fights on this bill as well, isn't it? I mean, it's the kind of probably the bill that you'd enjoy watching if you weren't so involved with it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just worried about myself, mate. I might want to watch the fights. I want to go so I get the venue, switch on. What about my fight? I've been visualising it for a long time now, so I know what to expect with the crowd, with the opponents, and I've sparred him. I know what to expect. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a very fan-friendly fight. Yeah,
when you say about the sparring, can you at this point now, what do you read into that?
We have some good spars, but the sparring's completely different. You've got big gloves, big head guards. You're weighing a lot heavier weight than what you are come fight night. So, but you get a gist of what someone's about. You know what to expect. The style and I think the styles will suit really good in this fight.
And you see this now, obviously, Olympian, big nights in Liverpool before. This the biggest night in your career?
Yeah, definitely, mate. It is. It's definitely big night to meet here, and it's like a dream come true as well. It's like I'm driving around Liverpool, seeing me up on billboards. It's like a dream come true, literally. So, but at the end of the day, mate, I look at it as another fight, and I generally do. This fight is no different to my last fight. It means a lot more in stake. But a fight's a fight, mate. At the end of the day, we're going to get in the ring, 2 10-ounce gloves on, and the best man's going to win.
Well, we'll look forward to it, and I know you've got a lot of commitment, so we'll let you go, and we'll see you at the presser anyway.
Yeah, nice one. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot,
Nice one. Cheers, Ant. Well, as you can see, the workout has come to an end, but we've spoken to absolutely everybody, Ant. We've had a good feel of it now. Has anything changed in terms of the way you were looking at fights now you've spoken to all the fighters?
I think you can see certain fighters, how they are at the weight, and listen, you ask any fighter, the next 48 hours, there'll be fighters who look what they look like in, will look very different to what they do on Friday afternoon, so that'll be a good judge, I think, as well. But everyone we spoke to seems in a good place, seems confident, and just like us too, cannot wait for Saturday night.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's ready for this as well, as the crowd here tonight told us. But we look forward to more of the same, because the Betfred Boxing Show moves on to the press conference back here in Liverpool tomorrow.